to the CS next time, because I'm trying to have for the other senators who ask questions so that they can get the opportunity also to get their responses. Okay, fine. Fine, Senator. Fine, Senator Beatrice. Senator Sifuna Edwin.
You know, Mr. Speaker, this morning has been an illustration of just how incomprehensible this government runs its affairs. You have a cabinet secretary who cannot ask for a photograph of that excavation that has been done at Bomet. He's just listening to stories and telling us he will write letters.
Give guidance.
Yeah, it is good that you gave that guidance, but we must continue to express outrage. Honorable Speaker, this is not how to run a government.
Can you now ask your question?
Yeah, my question is related to something that, Honorable Speaker, I will not allow to be heckled.
As under Senator Chalige, you're out of order. I gave guidance on that matter and that should be list.
In fact, the senator who is heckling me himself.
Don't listen to the senator.
No.
Just proceed and ask your question, Senator.
He has also expressed frustration.
Senator Chega, you'll draw out later away out of this chamber.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Speaker, can I proceed?
Proceed.
Because he has also expressed frustration that the CS has not answered his questions. Even for me, I am not satisfied with the answers that are being given. But let me say this. I pity the senator for Bomet. He is focusing on infrastructure. He is focusing on lecture halls, workshops, and all these other things. We have all these things at the University of Nairobi. The lecturers at the universities are on the third week of strike. Honorable Speaker, education is not just about these things we build. It is a whole sort of ecosystem that you build together. When will this government start respecting proceeds of legal processes such as collective bargaining agreements? What is the latest problem? Can the CS tell us today? Why are the lecturers on the streets for 3 weeks? And the students have told us, Honorable Speaker, that if the matter is not resolved today, they will join the strike. What is going on? First year students have reported to the universities, Honorable Speaker, there are no classes. They are also on the streets. What sort of government is this?
Senator Sifuna, you know I directed that we ask questions related to the primary question. You know that is a very pertinent issue, Alice, which even can stop this house from proceeding in the afternoon. And I request even you just adjourn the house. You have those powers. We discuss that matter comprehensively.
No, the CS is here. Don't protect him. Let him answer these questions from the representatives of the people. And even Senator Cherargei asked about this. These are correlated matters.
CS, proceed and
let him tell us if we are safe or the students will be here. He is here. This government is overprotected by the speakers in this house. Let him answer the question.
Senator Sifuna, out of order.
Your Speaker,
you know,
Mr.
I'm
Speaker,
always very lenient with you. Now you are trying to test my coolness. So,
Mr. Speaker, I'll attempt to answer those questions. On the question of infrastructure, of course, we have deficiencies in infrastructure funds, and we have a lot of uncompleted projects in our institutions. The ministry, in the Department of Higher Education alone, requires close to 9 billion to be able to complete the stalled projects. These resources are not available, and we keep lobbying, so to speak, the National Treasury so that we can get as much resources as possible to undertake the construction of those particular structures. Your second question was on the strikes, and I'll answer them together with Senator Sifuna's concern. But I just wish to state that earlier I provided a response on the JS governance by referring to the Working Party recommendations and the fact that the bills are undergoing the processes that are required in order for them to be submitted eventually to Parliament, where they would then have legislative powers. Senator Beatrice's question on the titles, we've recommended and we've requested the institutions that do not have, I'm answering that question, I'm coming to it. The institutions that do not have titles, we've recommended and requested them to work with the ministry where they have difficulties, and we will work with the Ministry of Lands to ensure that all our institutions have titles in order to protect them from land grabbing. So that is a policy. We discovered that they had some challenges, and therefore we decided to support them through the AG and also through the Ministry of Housing and Lands to ensure that each and every institution has its land titles. Now you ask why the lecturers are on strike. The lecturers are on strike precisely because of three different issues arising from three different CBAs. The first issue was the CBA of 2021-2025, for which they went on strike last year, and we had a negotiation and a return to work formula. Under that return to work formula, in the year 2024-25, 4.3 billion was supposed to be paid to them to cover months to June 2025. That 4.3 billion was paid. The next amount that was to be paid was 2.73 billion for the financial year 25-26, and this was supposed to be paid in July 2025. That is the amount that delayed, and because of that delay, they issued a strike notice. 2 days into that notice, the 2.73 billion was paid. Under the 2021-25 CBA, the balance of 2.73 billion is to be paid in June 2026. So far as the CBA for 2021-2025 is concerned, the issues have been addressed. The second issue that they raised in order for them to issue that strike was on the CBA of 2017-2021. Under that CBA, they argue that there was an amount of 24 million. So there is a question of how much is outstanding between what the unions are asking for and what the government is saying is owed. So because of that, the teams went to court, and the court ordered that the strike be injected, and they go to a conciliator and have this amount verified, after which the settlement of it can be agreed on. So there is an order stopping the strike, which you can submit. The third issue that they raised is the issue of the CBA of 2025-2029. We had agreed that this CBA needs to be negotiated at the beginning of the cycle. The beginning of the cycle, of course, is 2025-2026. So we have from June to June 2025 to June 2026. That's the cycle of these negotiations. The negotiations begin, they are concluded, and then the CBA is signed for the cycle of 2025-2029. They were saying that this cycle has not begun, it has delayed. But they've been having meetings, they've had 2 meetings so far. So in essence, there hasn't been a delay. So the negotiations and discussions are going on to see the real point of what the issue is. But this country being what it is, the facts are crowded in the noise. So anyway, short and long of it is that the negotiations are ongoing, And we are going to have a court appearance on the 6th of October to confirm whether that conciliation process has taken place and what the outcome of it is. But the real issue is the 2017-2021 CBA, in which the verification of how much money is due in order for us to move to the next stage of how it is going to be settled is what is pending. So that is the reason why the lecturers are on strike, and I submit.
Honorable CS, maybe also advise that you give the same information. You have communicated to the country, yes, but when there is an issue, the best thing is to communicate so that Kenyans can be able